Figma released this new thing called FigJam. And what I did here, FigJam. And so what you can go in here, and I'm going to kind of cut and paste here. So I'm going to say, I need a workflow for planning the upcoming This Week in Startups AI conference. Okay. And what it'll do in Figma right there is it was going to give you everything you need to get this conference going. And I just did this live right in front of you. And you can see here is like who's there, what are the goals in this particular meeting, what's the speaker lineup, conference venue, accommodations, transportation. And so it's really incredible. They can do this for any type of, workflow or brainstorming or product review or anything you need. And then you can add to it. So did it miss something? Because you've done a lot of conferences, JCal. Yeah. So did it miss something that you'd have, like, as you were going to kind of sit down and do the workflow planning for the start of the conference?
Venue. I guess venue would be under, if it says venue, conference venue.
Yeah, okay. Conference venue right here. Yeah, I can zoom in. Maybe it's like a little bit.
And then you would need to do the format. So the editorial format, like you have speakers, but then there's the editorial format, like, are we going to do fireside chats? Are we going to do demos? So what's the schedule and the lineup, basically? So I see there's a speaker lineup there, but it didn't go drill down to that second thing. Yeah. So I would be thinking, hey, what is the most important format for us is it going to be keynotes? Is it going to be panels, breakout sessions, whatever? So wait, how did it do with that? The speaker lineup.
So we said, can you add a section to decide on the editorial format? So it said keynote speakers, panel sessions, breakout sessions. So it keeps iterating with you. So so the first one didn't have that. And so then it kind of basically.
You gave it another prompt. So just so I gave it another prompt right here. Yeah, for people who are watching, you're on youtube.com/this weekend. Just type in This Week in Startups. You'll find us on YouTube. And you can see us demoing this. Now, if you're on audio, you have a generate box where you type in what you're looking for. So the first prompt was, I need a workflow for planning an upcoming This Week in Startups AI conference. And it gave us, would you say there's a Kanban board, or it's just I guess Figma designs like,
it's like a canvas Kanban board.
Or a whiteboard. It's kind of like a whiteboard session here. So kind of put the agenda, et cetera. But you said, can you add a section to decide the editorial format? And when you did that, it changed the speaker lineup to a more granular view of an event, which was keynote speakers, panel discussions, breakout sessions, and workshops. So this is really good work. And then on the logistics, it has accommodations, transportation, technical requirements, venue, and then it added, what's this final section on the right?
Well, this is where it's interactive, right? So it said, in order in this meeting, because we're going to use this board, how are we going to decide the editorial format? And so it kind of gave us some ideas on how to think through the editorial format as well. Which then,
so here we have live streaming as option 1, recorded videos option 2, written summaries, and interactive slides. So this is like a hodgepodge of ideas. It's actually kind of helpful because if you were doing your first time conference, and I was a conference producer, which I've been doing for 30 years, these are the things that I would tell you. Like, are you going to live stream it? Are you going to charge for the live stream? Are you going to record the videos? Because if you do an event and you want to live stream, well, now you've got a cohort of issues you need to deal with. Does this place have a stable internet connection with an Ethernet cable? Do you have a high-powered machine dedicated to that? Because now you need a laptop to just do that. And now this isn't, when we're going through this board, it's not listening to us right now. So this isn't.
It's not listening to us. But then I did another one. I said revenue generation ideas, and it gave us, right? Like, because you just said that. And so for those listening, I just typed that and said, we need to brainstorm monetization. So I said, offer premium tickets, create sponsorships, host a virtual marketplace, yada, 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 right?
Sure.
Partner with
advertising space on the conference website.
I mean, this is so, think about this, JCal, right?
Yeah. If you had an event planner, what you just did, I would say, is the first half of what an event planner would do.
Yeah.
A full 50% of what an event planner would do is they would say, here are the things you need to address. here are the top level things. Just like, creating a spec, right? And so there are worksheets that exist on the internet probably. There are probably some articles about this. And then what we could say is, how would you market this, right? So you could add that as a prompt. How would we market the event? Or how should we market the event? And then you could do, hey, we need a budget. And so when we use the term AI all the way down, what we meant was AI will infect every single thing you're doing.
Correct.
And so what would be very nice here is if while we were talking, Figma was listening. So we didn't have to type in the prompts. It would just be kind of another participant in the meeting. So I'll call this type of AI prompt AI.
Prompt AI.
What I'm looking for is participatory AI. So this could be a blog post for me. What I mean by participatory AI is the AI is the guide on the side. They're participating, listening, interacting with you. So what I would like here is some combination of the talking mode, what we refer to in the industry as her mode from the movie Her, where Joaquin Phoenix is talking to his AI love interest. I would love to have an AI here that would be in collaborative mode or participatory mode AI, where they were listening to our conversation saying, sorry to interrupt, Sandeep and JCal, I've added a section here for marketing. And these are the top marketing concepts. So
right here.
You should have listening in mode.
It should be listening mode. You turn it on as we're having our Zoom or whatever format we're having the meeting in, ideally in IRL. It's basically just pulling it all in and doing this real time, and this Kanban board, this Figma Jam board is iterating in real whiteboard. That would be really cool.
And if the whiteboard right now, if I said to the whiteboard, we're not doing a live stream, it just erased the live stream and just took that out and said, it's going to be 100. We already actually have a location. We're doing this at the Microsoft or the Oracle Conference Center, and they gave it to us for free in exchange for having a banner and a logo on the website. And it would put that as bullet points, action items. Don't forget to put this on so we'd have a to-do list. Okay, I've added to the to-do list to add Oracle's, message to the website and have a banner printed for this event. And I've budgeted $0 in the budget for a venue location. And do you know how many seats it's going to be? Oh, yeah, they can accommodate up to 250. So our max capacity is 250. Great.
Yeah.
Do you have any existing? And then it would say, well, who's going to be in the 250? How many paid tickets? How many speakers do you think? How many days? So it should be asking us questions to kind of get through this checkbox. What it's doing right now, I believe, is it's indexed the world's information like Google did. It's taken some web crawler. Some people out there wrote how to throw a conference Medium posts or Quora answers or Reddit threads or wherever.
Maybe even have published spreadsheets or something. Yeah.
And it's pulling, all that collateral. It's scraped. And now it's regurgitating it back to you in real time in this format. So it's basically stealing content, liberating content, and then claiming it as its own and posting it up here for us to work with. What I would like it to do is the next steps. Make a to-do list, make action items, and then actually start doing those to-do items. If your landing page looks terrible, I'm out. We all know that. You see an ugly website, you skedaddle. You leave. You're done. So you need to stop selling for okay or good and start using Squarespace so you can be excellent and extraordinary. It's an out-of-the-box business solution to build beautiful websites, engage your audience, and sell anything you want. You know Squarespace's amazing features, gorgeous templates that are always optimized for mobile, drag and drop web design with their Fluid engine, advanced analytics, marketing analysis, sales data, and more. And with Squarespace, you can create an online store or start a blog at the click of a button, create a subscription business for members-only content, and so much more. And you can do this all simultaneously. It's the simplest, most effective, and best-looking way to start a business online. So here's your call to action, squarespace.com/twist for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/twist for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.